What is going on, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I am so excited to finally bring you the updated version of my Photon Galaxy deck, featuring some of the new Tachyon cards that were released a few months ago. This is long overdue, long time in the making. I know I promised this a while back, so I'm just happy to be finally delivering on that. You know what I always say, better late than never. Before we actually hop into the deck list for you guys, I do have a few shoutouts. First and foremost, Imperium Duelist. Check them out at the link below. TCG Player affiliate link. And I also want to give a shout out. I want to pull this up here so I don't mess up the name. Kamon YGO, Kamon YGO. This guy has been putting out great Photon Galaxy content. Some of his videos have been very helpful to me, kind of reacclimating to the game in the past few weeks and months. And he has been putting out good Photon Galaxy lists, which honestly are kind of hard to come by, at least ones that kind of lean more towards the competitive side. I haven't been playing much competitively, so this list, I wouldn't take it super duper competitively. I don't think this deck really has what it takes to be ultra competitive at like YCS levels, maybe at locals and smaller events like OTSs, maybe regionals. You could probably squeak away with doing well at those events with a deck like this, but anything higher than that, you're going to be pretty hard pressed to find success, especially with the current meta, so on and so forth. But like I said, I'm just super happy to A, be putting out a video for you guys, and B, to be finally sharing with you the update to this deck, another installment here on the channel. And I think it's been almost 10 years, or a little over 10 years, almost 11 years maybe, of coverage of the Photon Galaxy archetype on the channel. So here's to that, and without further ado, let's hop into the profile. So this is a 45 card list. I've been struggling keeping it down to 40. There's a lot of new cards that have come out, and especially wanting to bump up the hand trap slash going second cards or non-engine cards. It's been really hard to try to keep the deck at 40, but there are some new cards in here that kind of make that feel less bad than it normally would. First and foremost, we have 3 copies of Photon Delta Wing. I remember when this card first got announced, I kind of wasn't too keen on playing it at all. I think if I remember, I don't remember too well, but I remember very vaguely hating on this card quite a bit. But at the end of the day, it is a 1-card access to Photon Galaxy Dragon, which is a major component in a lot of this deck's combos. Not that the combos are super incredible, this deck still lacks consistent 1-card combos. Foolish Burial is still the only one, unfortunately, even after all of the new support. I guess, yeah, in the archetype, still the only 1-card combo. But this card is pretty damn good, and I like playing it at 3. I think you gotta play it at 3. It's also searchable off of 7th Tachyon, which I am playing, spoiler alert. Yeah, so we're playing 3 copies of our boy Delta Wing. Love drawing that card in the opening hand, especially when paired with another card we'll get to later. Second, we have the Galaxy Soldier here, still an OG, one of the best cards to play in the deck. Great, powerful extender, especially if you're pairing it with great discard, fodder like your Photon Emperor or your Photon Jumper, right? This is a great card to have for that, and you can build a lot of big chain links, especially if you even like open up Delta Wing and Soldier. I know I teased another card to open up with Delta Wing that's really strong, but Delta Wing and Soldier is still really good depending on, well, I guess you don't even need to open another card. It can just be these 2. Delta Wing, grab Delta Wing, go into Galaxy Photon Dragon, grab Emperor, go Soldier, pitch Emperor, chain link 1, you can go Emperor, then 2 Soldier, then 3 GPD, or chain link 1 Soldier, chain link 2 Emperor, chain link 3 GPD, and just pop off with tons of advantage off just those 2 cards. Searches for a Galaxy card. Wish it would search for Photon cards, but searching for Galaxy cards is still pretty dang good. Especially since searching for Afterglow, searching for the Galaxy Summoner, and Wizard, etc. Now the newest addition to this deck here And one card that I absolutely love playing, let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit on these bad boys here. That is the Schwarzschild Infinity Dragon. This card is absolutely bonkers. The first build I had of this deck was not playing this guy. I originally was going to save it for a Tachyon Light and Darkness Dragon deck, which didn't really feature any Galaxy cards outside of the Tachyon Primal Dragon. I still want to build that deck and play it and eventually do a profile, maybe some other videos about it on the channel. It plays like Bestials and there's new Light and Dark Dragons. I forget the name off the top of my head, but yeah, I really want it. I think it's like Sublimation, and I forget the name of the other one. Someone will point it out in the comments. Yeah, I originally under the idea that I could only play these in a build like that, but I was wrong. This does conflict technically with Delta Wing, but if you sequence your cards right, it actually never ends up being a confliction. And this is the other card I was talking about. Opening these two together equals a really powerful start. Obviously, you're going to lead with the Infinity Dragon, because if you start with Delta Wing, you will just kind of lock yourself out of using the Infinity Dragon, because Delta Wing doesn't light lock you for the entire turn. He does lock you as well, but it's into dragon monsters in the extra deck. Now, I know you're saying that means no number 90, but it's not the biggest deal. It's at the end of the world. You can still end on pretty solid boards, you know, without going into number 90. And like, you're not always going to open this card either, so you'll still have access to number 90. There was one card I was playing kind of as a substitute for number 90. It's not really a true substitute, just another Dragon Xyz to go into. I'll show it as an honorable mention later when we get to the extra deck, but this card's crazy. For those that don't know what it does, I'll go ahead and read it for you guys. It says, if you control no monsters or your opponent controls a monster with 2,000 or more attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, special summon one level 8 light or dark dragon monster from your deck in defense position except itself, but negate its effects. You can only use this effect of Schwarzschild Infinity Dragon once per turn. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect except Dragon Xyz monsters. So yeah, just summons itself out, and any other level 8 light or dark dragon monster, of which we have a decent selection. My go-to card to summon off this is Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon, because you can go into the Dragluxion, get your search, tag into 107, trigger your Afterglow, which may seem a bit greedy, but I find, you know, getting that crucial setup turn 1 is really, really strong and kind of worth going through the Afterglow, which of course can be recycled. So it's not always a big deal. But yeah, this card is just insane. It's just too good not to play, even if it does lock you out of number 90 sometimes. I personally have really liked it, and it gives the deck more juice going first. It's also just another starter to get you into your engine, which this deck, and I've talked about this for years, this deck has lacked very, very good starters. And even if it's out of archetype, I'm still going to play it. And yeah, so hopefully all that rambling made sense. Next up, we have 2 copies of the brand new Galaxy Eyes. I guess it's not so brand new anymore, but Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal, level 8, 3,000, 2,500. If a Dragon Xyz monster declares an attack, attach this card on the field to it as a material. That is a mandatory effect. I don't know why they made it that, but it is. And then you can only use each of the following effects of Tachyon Primal once per turn. If a Dragon Xyz monster is on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand to either field. If this card is normal or special summon, the owner of this card adds 1 Tachyon spell trap from their deck to their hand. So it is extension if we have a Dragon Xyz, or if there's a Dragon Xyz anywhere. This can kind of be good against the Draco Tail deck. I know they do make number 38. I don't know if builds are still making number 38. I would assume they probably still are. So if they do, this is just a card you can slap on the board for free at the start of your turn, which is kind of nice to get things rolling and maybe open slowly. And then this is also the card that finally searches us. Tachyon Transmigration, one of the greatest going first card that you could possibly have for this archetype. This searches it. I'm playing 2 specifically because we do kind of eat through a lot of our dragons with Schwarzschild Infinity Dragon and Afterglow turn 1 sometimes. So I wanted an extra name in the deck, and playing 2 of these in certain hands I've done in certain games I played, the second one comes up to do a really nasty line where you can search the second Tachyon Primal off of number 90, kind of shotgun it. It sounds a little greedy, but you can shotgun it, grab Tachyon Primal, spec Tachyon Primal, search a second transmigration. That's a play I only do in games 2 or 3 because I side the second transmigration, but it's a powerful thing, something I didn't want to leave on the table, especially since I think this deck needs all it can get when going first, because it's not that powerful of a deck to begin with. I just think it just needs that little extra juice, kind of that trick up its sleeve, if you will. Next up, we have 2 copies of Galaxy Wizard. Good old Galaxy Wizard. As much as I don't like this card, I mean, I've been so back and forth on this card over the years, but I don't think I would play 3. I think 3 is a little too much, especially with the amount of normal summons and 1-ofs we're already playing in this deck that are normal summons. Yeah, I think 2 is fine. I like having the second copy in deck, especially if we're grabbing 1-off Trance and I need a copy to search off later off of something like Galaxy Soldier, or just I need a normal summon in general to get to. I want to have that second copy in case I burn through the first one early on, which can happen. So yeah, two copies of Galaxy Wizard, generic searcher for the deck for Galaxy cards. 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, that Kamon YGO guy that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. He was actually the first person that I saw playing 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, and I thought for a minute he was kind of nuts for playing one. But after playing this deck for the past couple months, the way you know, he was playing it, and I was kind of getting used to just playing the 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, I thought this card would be a you know, forever at 3 in the deck, and I'm glad to see that you know, I've stepped outside the comfort zone and realized that's not necessarily the case. Have I missed the second one sometimes? Honestly, not really. If I do, it's like just once in a freaking freakish blue moon type event, and I probably was losing that game anyways because of other circumstances. But 1 is honestly fine in my opinion. Do not miss the others. Then for other level 8 guys, we have Photon Emperor and Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon. Photon Emperor, I think, is always a 1-of. Even if Bestials are sniping out of your graveyard, you could play Galaxy Journey. I actually am really on the fence about siding Galaxy Journey. I'll show you guys which card I would replace for that in the side deck when we get there. Afterglow Dragon is Afterglow Dragon. This is a card I could see myself playing 2 copies of as well. If I were to play 2 copies of this, I would probably cut Primal down to 1 and play the second Afterglow. They both kind of have similar summoning conditions. This needs a Galaxy Eyes monster, and Primal needs a Dragon Xyz, so they're kind of similar. You do lose out on that OTK effect. Sometimes you burn this early, but I think it's worth it, especially if you're cleaning up with a card like Transmigration turn 1 and a bunch of hand traps. You usually have enough push power the next turn if you set up everything right to just go for game without necessarily needing to resolve Afterglow. Then moving on to the last couple monsters here, we have just 3 1-ofs. Summoner, Orbital, and Jumper. Orbital is a card I recently just cut down to 1 in the main deck for another card. These cards I don't think really need to be at any more than the numbers they are at right now. They're all very situational extenders that you want to grab at specific points in your combos. And there's a lot of 1-ofs in this deck, and I hear that a lot from people that I've shown the list to, and like, man, there's a lot of 1-ofs in there. And I get it, there is a lot of 1-ofs, but everything in here is so incredibly searchable. You can just grab out bits and pieces whenever you need them. Everything that you want to see consistently in the opening hand is at 3, obviously for good reason. And then speaking of searchability, we have 3 7th Tachyon. This card can grab you Afterglow, it can grab you Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal, and your big level 8s by revealing 107. Of course, it can grab you a whole suite of your level 4s. It can grab Wizard, it can grab Delta Wing. Importantly enough, grabbing Delta Wing is the biggest reason why I play this card, is just your 4th, 5th, and 6th copies of Delta Wing. Some 1-of engine spells, Expedition, 100, and Trance. Please rarity bump this card, Konami. Maybe it is a rarity bumped card and I just missed it. That's a very real possibility. I still don't like Numbers Last Hope enough to play it. Not even, like, I don't even like enough to play it alongside Trance, let alone cut Trance for it. Not that I'm saying anybody's cutting Trance. It's just, I just don't think it's worth playing. But maybe somebody can convince me that maybe it is worth playing in the comments. Feel free to. 100 I think is fine at 1, just because again it is so searchable. A lot of my combos that I go through GPD, Galaxy Photon Dragon, and the extra deck, I find myself grabbing this card right away, so don't ever want more than 1. Same thing with Expedition. Expedition can be dead very easily, and I don't want that to happen. I want this deck to run as smoothly as possible. Even if it does come at a hindrance of bumping its power level down, I want it to be able to do the same thing over and over again consistently, and have all the situational cards be at 1 so I can go grab them when I need them. 1 Pot of Prosperity, and then 1 Foolish Burial, the 1 card starter, 1 card combo piece in here. Still playing both these. I think these are fantastic still. Pot of Prosperity really needs no explanation. Foolish Burial, I think I made a YouTube short about this a long time ago, where I talked about how this is the only 1 card combo in Photon Galaxy. To this day, I could be wrong. If I am, feel free to show me a 1 card combo, something like Delta Wing that ends you on like Soul Flare number 90. I just don't think it exists. This card actually does get you there. There's a lot of synergy just by sending things like mainly sending something like your Jumper. And that gets the ball rolling right away. You just go Jumper, add Trance, bring out Jumper Wizard, go into your rank 4, Detach Wizard, add Summoner, bring out Wizard, so on and so forth. Maybe I misdid the combo there somewhere along the way, but you get the point. 1 Transmigration. I've seen some lists play 2, I've seen some lists play 3. I like playing 1. The thing that has kept me from playing 2 is the fact that I'm not going to be going first 100% of the time. I'm going to be going first 50% of the time, or going second rather 50% of the time, and only going first the other 50%. So I don't want to have hands where I'm drawing this card or multiples, God forbid, right? I just don't want that to happen. The only time I want 2 of these in my deck is when I know I'm going to be going first. So games 2 and 3, and you'll see that in the side deck. So that's it for all of like the engine related stuff. Now we'll go into the non-engine, which is just going to be our hand traps and going second cards. 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Fualos, 3 Nibiru, 2 copies of Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion, and 2 copies of Effect Veiler. If my hand trap ratios seem whack, I apologize. I haven't had that much testing. Like I said, this isn't a super competitive list. It is just a list I feel like is good enough. And these are the hand traps that I'm running. Then we have 1 Call by the Grave, and last but not least, this is something I just decided to put in like today, which is 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet. I just wanted a little bit more kind of gas in the tank to help this deck go second. It's also a card you can have going first to get rid of things which you usually have kind of left over sitting on your board, things like Primal, things like Galaxy Photon Dragon. Although getting rid of a Galaxy Photon Dragon is not the greatest thing in the world, because it is follow-up. If it does stick, follow-up sometimes that you will need to make a solid push depending on how much your opponent was able to do through your interruptions. Now moving on, we'll go right into the extra deck here. I'll keep it short and simple. 1 Zeus. It's Zeus 107. This card is a very, very important piece in the deck now. We need 107 on the board so we can activate our Transmigration from the hand. That's right, this counter trap that negates everything in the chain prior and shuffles everything on the field that it negated back into the deck. Yeah, we can activate it from hand if we have number 107 on the board. And we will be making number 107 quite a bit with the help of Dragluxion. 1 number 90, 1 number 38, 1 number S38. I've yet to actually summon this card in all my playtesting and time, building and crafting the deck. I've never actually summoned it. I know it's going to be good when it does come up eventually, but that time is yet to come. 62 into C62, absolute powerhouse unit of an extra deck card package that I want. Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon and Cypher Blade, like this package here for removal. And then Divine Golden Shadow Dragon Dragluxion, that's a mouthful there. This card is kind of what makes the whole Tachyon engine go round. For example, you resolve Schwarzschild Infinity Dragon, bring out itself and Afterglow, go into this. This will trigger on someone to add a Galaxy or Tachyon card from your deck to hand. You add your Tachyon Primal. Then you use this other effect to detach 2. Special summon from your extra deck 1 rank 8 Dragon Xyz monster with 3000 attack using this card you control as material. This treats as an Xyz summon, transfer material to this summon card or to the summon monster. Then you can attach 1 Galaxy monster from your extra deck to it. Yeah, you can only use each effect once per turn. I never actually attached from the extra deck. I would just leave it in the extra deck for like prosperity fodder if I need it, or if that card actually is going to come up. I like to leave that card in the extra deck. So just basically Xyz change into 107, and then you can slap your Primal on the board, Primal search your Transmigration, and then you can continue to combo after that. So now you are doing your combo protected with Transmigration in hand for things like Nibiru, which is really great, or Draco Tail 5 mana. That like Transmigration absolutely just runs the Draco Tail matchup, because if they get greedy and do a big like Chainlink 1, 2, 3, 4 with 5 mana or Thalion and whatever else, they're just going to get burned super hard because of that, and you're going to negate everything in the Chainlink prior, and anything on the field is going to get shuffled back into the deck. It's just so strong, and this card enables us to get to 107 so easily, to get to Tachyon Primal. So those are all the rank 8s and above. I'm playing some rank 4s here. Number 41 Baguzga. This is also a card I convinced myself to kind of put back in. Getting hit with Droll and other things like Chummies. This deck will live and die by getting hit with those cards and having ways to deal with them. And as much as I don't like relying on a card like Baguzga, I think it's got to be in the deck just to have that kind of plan B in case you do get hit with those cards, and you will. Number 104, this is for your, what is it, 7th Tachyon, obviously. And then we have GPD, and we have Starleash Photon Blast Dragon. Although I've found myself making this card less and less as time has gone on. This card could maybe be something else in the future, I don't know. The targeting protection is still really nice. And then 1 Soulflare Dragon. I tried cutting this card, but it just came up in testing too many times, so back in the extra deck it goes. Also, I know I had an honorable mention in the extra deck, and here it is. This is Hieratic Sky Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. The reason I was playing this for a little while is because there were some combos that I was ending on number 107, number 38, and I could make 1 more rank 8 on top of that. And because I was Dragon Xyz locked, I couldn't make number 90, so I was like, what the hell kind of Dragon Xyz am I going to make? And like I could have made like number 62 into C62, I guess, but that kind of felt like a waste and a gamble. Like if that got cleared, then I was kind of SOL, right? Next turn to try to have a secure way to go for a game. But this card is interesting. The targeting protection's cool. But yeah, I don't know if I'd continue to play this. I mean, I'm obviously not playing it anymore. Side deck, take the side deck with a grain of salt here. 3 Perulia, 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird, 2 copies of Phantasme, 1 Cyclone, 2 copies of Triple Tactics Thrust, 1 Talent, 1 Crossout Designator, 1 Transmigration, and 1 Goes and Match. Goes and Match would be the card that if I was going to cut, I would cut it for a Galaxy Journey, because losing your Emperor to those pesky Bestials, which you will lose to it a lot of the time, and it takes a lot of gas out of your combo. Galaxy Journey does help you recover from that to keep playing. And in fact, I'm kind of just talking myself into it as we speak. I probably will put Galaxy Journey back in my side deck after I'm done recording this video, because that's how my mind works. But yeah, that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will try to get out some kind of combo video very, very soon. If not a combo video, it might be a test hand video, but maybe I'll just lean towards more of a combo video. Keep things a little bit more simpler for me. Couple updates. This is totally unrelated. I've actually started playing Magic the Gathering. I know that'll come as a massive surprise to some people. Yeah, I've actually started playing Magic the Gathering. I've been playing Commander, for those wondering. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a huge eye-opener, especially comparing to Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of things I like about Magic that I never thought I would like about it. And I've thought about maybe doing some content, not on this channel. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't disrespect my audience by posting Magic content on here. It's going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Only, but maybe I thought about sometime just throwing up a couple random Commander games with friends on a different channel. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support, and obviously I very much apologize for the delay. Life is just life, you know, and there's not much I can do about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it all. Love you guys, and we'll see you around. Winter Kills, signing out. And last but not least, a big thank you goes to our Divine level channel members who are Cadillacs, Professor Oo, Pony Stark, Jose Sepulveda, Ms. Fid, and HCH Cyber. Thank you guys so much, as always, for your extremely kind and continued and very, very generous support of the channel. It means a lot. And again, thank you guys so much for the support.